is our pleasure to welcome in BYU junior offensive lineman Brady Christensen via the Deseret First Credit Union hotline on Zoom now. Brady, great to have you on BYU Sports Nation. First and foremost, congratulations again on a statement victory at Navy to open up the 2020 campaign.
Yeah, awesome, guys. Thanks for having me on. I'm excited to be here.
So at one point, your offensive line coach, Eric Mateos, made his way over into the press box area where I was sitting and made sure I could hear that he did not want his offensive lineman drinking the poison, and he didn't want me putting out poison on the social media sphere. So at this point, how do you avoid drinking the poison and follow what your offensive line coach, Eric Mateos, says?
Yeah, obviously we had a good game, but after watching film personally the last couple of days, there's still things to work on, especially technical side. I think we played physical and we played tough, but there's a lot of technique stuff that we can improve on. So it's always just about getting better. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And so we know that. We were in there yesterday getting a little lift on, just motivated just to be the best we could be.
Brady, it wasn't a good game. It was a great game. You guys dominated, bro. That was almost perfect. What was it like to perform so well in game one right out of the gates on that kind of stage on Monday Night Football?
It was just awesome because usually you get like one O-lineman who plays really good in a game. I think we all just played really, really good from left to right. Clark had an unbelievable game. Tristan Hodge, Chandon James. I mean, just everyone played so sound and so physical. It's just really fun to see it all come together and all five of us play together and in sync.
All right, Brady. So how do you avoid the emotional letdown that so often happens to teams after such a great performance like that? What is the key to maintaining that consistency and that level of execution?
Yeah, I think like Coach Grimes always says, we're going to go watch the film today, go fix the corrections and stuff. But after today, we just got to move on. We got to forget about the last game and then just get to work and go focus on the Army and have a good game plan for them and just focus on them. And we got to forget about the last game and just go to the next.
I don't want to forget, though, Brady. I want to keep talking about it. Pro Football Focus had 4 of the 5 linemen in its top 4 of the total offensive grades for BYU. He got a 91-1. That was excellent. Clark Barrington, like you said, got a 95. Tristan Hodge, 94-9. James Empey, 92-1. Chandon Herring got a 71-6. I don't know why they had that, but you got a 91-9. How did you feel about your individual performance at left tackle?
Yeah, it was. I've been focused a lot on the run game this offseason, especially on the wide zone. I didn't play as good as I wanted to on the wide zone aspect of it, especially on the front side. So there's definitely improvement to do there. I need to go back and really work on it. But as far as the pass protection, I felt like I played really good. And then backside, too, I felt like I had a good physical game. And that's what I really wanted to focus on, just the physicality and toughness of my game. I felt like I did take a step forward.
What do you mean by wide zone?
It's just our go-to. It's our bread and butter, just a classic wide zone play. It's who we are. And it's what we run.
BYU junior offensive lineman Brady Christensen with us on BYU Sports Nation. Brady, what do you know about Army at this point? Because you just told us, okay, we looked at the tape, we looked at the film of the Navy game, and now we're turning the page to Army. What do you know about the Black Knights and opponent number 2?
I don't know a bunch about them yet. I know they're going to be tough and physical, just like Navy. Like they're going to be tough guys. I mean, they have a very structured schedule. It's very demanding to go there, and so we know they're going to be tough and physical. And so we got to bring our A game in that aspect to be able to have a good game again.
Yeah, Army certainly impressed against Middle Tennessee State. We're looking forward to that matchup. Not this week, but next week. You have a bye week. But tell us about the trip home, because you guys play this late East Coast game. The game ends around 11:15 or so local time there. What time did you get home? And you had to go to Salt Lake and then bus down to Provo, right?
Right. So right after the game, we figured out we couldn't fly into Provo because of the smoke and the wind and everything else. So we figured out we had to go to Salt Lake, and everyone was like, you know what, more time with the boys. And so that was kind of our attitude. We slept a lot, obviously, on the plane. We celebrated for a little while in the locker room, but we were all just exhausted. So most of us slept on the plane ride, and then the bus ride, it felt long. Just in Salt Lake to Provo felt like forever, just because it was 5 a.m. We ended up getting home about 6 a.m. So it was a long night, but I slept in until like 10 or 11, so it was good.
And then do you have class on Tuesdays that you had to go to virtually or in person? And you said you lifted?
Yeah, so to be honest, I had class at 8. I set my alarm at 7:50. I went straight to stop, and I fell back asleep. I missed class, to be honest, because I couldn't.
You earned it.
Secret. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone.
It's just us. It's just us. We're good.
Just us three.
We'll allow the absence this time. Brady, the celebrations, you mentioned in the locker room you had fun, and we're hooping and hollering in there, and Elisa Tuiaki's dancing. But I enjoyed the celebrations on the sideline during the game. And honestly, from where I was in the press box, it was louder than I thought it was going to be. I could hear you distinctly all the way up in the press box. What was that atmosphere like on the sideline during the game against Navy?
Yeah, it was awesome. I was actually I was wondering how it was going to be without fans. I was like, what the heck is it going to be like? But it almost felt normal, and we were all just pumped to be out there playing again. There's so many teams that aren't playing, so we were just excited to be out there. And you could tell we were excited before the game, during the game, every touchdown. I mean, we were just celebrating, having a fun time with the boys, and just having a great time. So it was an awesome experience to be there.
We thought this offensive line would be good. We've been drinking the poison. You have not. But Tyler Algier and Lopini Katoa, I mean, those were exceptional performances. Jackson McChesney was quality as well. What was it like for those guys or for you to watch them excel so much behind good blocking?
Oh, it was amazing. They ran so physical. They finished every run. We always talk about falling forward, in everything that we do, just be dominant. And to watch them run like they did was awesome. I mean, I knew they were going to do that. But it was just so fun to be able to block for them. And that's what we were telling Harvey. Like, it's just an honor to block for these guys because they just ran so hard. It almost makes our job easier and fun just to see that happen.
Brady, I said this during the post game, but I don't think it can be understated how important it has been for BYU football to be together essentially since June 13th with player-run practices and then the 6-week grind of training camp. What kind of an advantage did that grant to you against a team like Navy, where the emphasis after the game was placed all on, well, we didn't have contract drills and we weren't physical enough? So how much of an advantage was that for BYU?
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, I'm just grateful for the administration and our staff for letting us practice and be able to work out together and have PRPs together. It's been huge for us just to keep the momentum going. It's all about momentum really in this game, and just to be able to have those couple months where we could be together and just to get better and experience the speed of the game, it was huge for us, definitely.
It's an 8-game schedule. You're 1-0. There's no Power Fives on it. There's some quality group of fives scattered in there. You have a couple bye weeks here. What kind of opportunity does BYU football have to make a splash this season in this situation?
Yeah, I think I'm just grateful. Like I said, we have 8 games. A lot of teams out west, every team out west, they don't have any. So we're just glad to be here. And I think if we could just take it one game at a time, I think we can do something really special. Obviously, you might think about what ifs, but we're not focused on that. We're just focused on our 7 more games that we have in front of us and see what we can go do, see what we can do each week and just get better each week. So we're really excited.
Yes, the one-game approach is, the typical answer that you get.
We take it 2 games at a time here, Brady. Just so you know, we're looking at Army and Troy right now. So you know.
Fair enough. You guys are allowed to do that.
Sure, and we will continue to do that. Don't worry about that. But with the 7 games remaining, and I know you're focused on Army, but with how you performed against Navy and with what you've been doing together since June 13th and through camp, is there an opponent on the schedule that you don't feel like BYU could beat?
I mean, we're playing confident. You have to believe you can beat anyone. So we believe we can beat anyone on our schedule. It doesn't matter who, when, or where. We're going to show up, and we're going to believe that we can win. Definitely.
I wanted to ask you about Zach Wilson. So Gunnar Romney has a couple of drops early. Zach is technically 1 for 4. Neil stumbles a pick. But then he ends up going 13 of 18, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 206 pass efficiency rating. Tell us what you saw from Zach in this game as perhaps freshman Zach maybe struggles to come out of that. Who knows, right? But junior Zach Wilson, what kind of maturation have you seen in him, and did you see in that game?
Yeah, honestly, it's what we've seen all fall camp and all offseason, really. There's no one that works harder than Zach and spends more time in football. So it was just no surprise. He just did what he did. He did what he does, and it was awesome to see. I love that kid, and it's fun to block for him and fun to see him be able to make plays. I know he gets a lot of scrutiny, but the guy's a stud, and I'd go to war for him.
How is he different from when he came in the game against Utah State in 2018 as the starter? Or sorry, Hawaii.
I just think his overall demeanor and confidence is a ton better. And just the way he controls the offense, he just really demands the respect out of all of us. We all respect him across the board. And so it's been awesome to see his growth.
How are you different, Brady, in your junior season compared to your freshman season? Where have you improved and matured the most?
Yeah, so when I was a freshman, I remember going into that Wisconsin game. We had 3 freshmen, me, Nanu, and James on the left side. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just like, oh, here we go. Here goes nothing. And so it's fun to see the growth, because now, like, we're an experienced group. We go in and we're just more confident. We have more knowledge of the game, and it seems to slow down a little bit. Back then, when you're a wide-eyed freshman, man, the game was just fast and you're just trying your best, but it was just a lot different.
Hey, rest up, man. Well-earned bye week, and believe it or not, 8 or 9 days from now, you're headed back to the East Coast to do it all again. So get that rest, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Can't wait. Thanks, guys.
You got it. Brady Christensen via the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.